welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in, and happy Tuesday. If you're ready, because we are wrapping up Paris, the Memoir, part 4, the final few chapters. We're breaking them down live, and I hope you're ready. Hopefully you have a cocktail handy. I wish I had a cocktail handy, but let's dive in, shall we? Oh, hi, it's me, Zack Peter, pop culture junkie, reality TV insider, published author, and host of the No Filter with Zack Peter podcast. Here I'll bring you all the latest news on the Real Housewives, deep dives into celebrity legal scandals, and unfiltered convos with your favorite stars. I've got you covered. And yes, I always keep receipts. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest tea. Now, let's dive in. Hello. Hi, guys. Okay. So we're going to try to roll with tonight's live. Here we have little baby Sky. He's a new little baby in the family, or in our family. We're a family now. And he is just a little pup. And I thought he was ready to take a little nap. He seems a little amped up. So we're going to hope we can roll through this with Sky. Sky, say hi. Usually he's like ready for cuddles right about now. And now he's like amped up. So we're going to hope he behaves. Come on, sit down, boy. Come on, baby. That's a good boy. That's a good boy, Sky. Look at, there we go. There we go. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the last of This is Paris. I apologize if I do have a bit of a lisp. I just got my Invisalign. It is day 1 of Invisalign, and we are learning how to talk. So for now, we're just gonna roll with it. Okay, we're gonna be live and we're gonna thrive. So if I haven't been on social media much lately, this is the new life that we're navigating here. The little baby Sky. He's a little labradoodle. Okay. Just get you on. Okay, take a nappy, baby. He needs a headbutt and blanket that will snuggle him down. A heated bed and blanket that'll snuggle him down. Yes, he does. Trust me, we're learning a whole lot and we're trying a whole lot, and we just went out and we finally went potty outside, which was so good because he was such a good boy. Oh, Sky, you're such a good boy. No, okay, we're not gonna be chilling, baby. Okay, come on. You want to chill? I'm gonna put you. Hey, come on. All right. Sorry, guys. Let me get him a chew toy really quickly. Sorry, guys. Sorry. 1 second. Come on, if you're gonna be live, we have to behave, Okay, he's got his chew toy. He's chilling in his crate. He's relaxing. Hopefully, he's gonna take a little nap. How many critters you got? Just one. Just one little critter. But he feels like 25. Does he have lots of chewies? He has 2 chewies right now and a lot more chewies on the way. We're learning, we're ordering, we're Amazoning, we're Googling, we're making friends with the neighbors. One of our neighbors finally, oh, there's the poop bags. Okay. Well, it's been an exciting time. Does the Invisalign hurt at all? I'm so excited for you. It's a little annoying. I wouldn't say it hurts necessarily, but it is a little tender. But my dentist, who is Dr. Rosenthal, he is the same one that does all the Vanderpump Rules people. So he like whitens all of their teeth. So it's really I was glad that he decided to take me on as a patient, but he really hooked me up, and he told me that it's going to be a little uncomfortable for the first 3 days, and then eventually it'll settle down. All right, hold on. Sky. All right, let's try to cuddle him one more time. We're trying to practice separation, but for the sake of the live, we're going to try to cuddle him one more time so he doesn't. Or actually, maybe he'll settle down. You're okay, Papa. All All right, let's try to bring him over one more time with this Chewy, okay? Hold on, guys, 1 sec. He sees he sees the lights and the commotion, and he normally is, like, good with a little nap time right now, but he's excited. I got my dog Chopper when he was 8 weeks, and it's pretty crazy being a single dog parent, but it's honestly so much fun watching him grow. Now he's a year and a half. Yeah, we're 7 weeks old right now, and we're learning so much, huh, Sky? His name's Skywalker, but we're calling him Sky for short. Thanks, guys. Okay, so let's dive into Paris the Memoir, the final few chapters, part 4. So we open up with chapter 19. And here Paris opens up about her love of festivals, Coachella, Burning Man, etc. Then she gets into the bling ring and how, while she was off traveling and she was like doing her thing around the world, that's when the bling ring came and they broke into her house, and that was really like violating for her because she's like, even though when I remember it, it was like she was leaving her doors open, and so it was kind of like I feel bad that they stole from you, but at the same time, like I feel like you weren't the best with your security. Not that it was her fault, because like nobody should like steal from anybody, but like you know what I mean. And so she said that she felt violated, but ultimately her way of healing was allowing them to film the movie in her actual home. She's like, "Oh my god!" And Emma Watson was there, and they were so respectful of my home and of me, actually living there and knowing that like a real person lives in this home and it's not like the actual bling ring. Which, by the way, if anybody remembers that reality show Pretty Wild, remember with Alexis Nyers, and she's like, "Nancy Joe, this is Alexis Nyers calling to let you know," and she had to record it like 8 times, and her mom was like kept interrupting, and she would like get mad at her, and it's like it's the iconic scene, the Nancy Joe, it's Alexis Nyers calling. I actually interviewed Alexis Nyers a few years ago, and it was very delightful. She's doing well now. She's like sober and like living her best life with the family. So good for her. She's no longer stealing from people. Then we get into chapter 20, and chapter 20 talks more about her trip to Ibiza with Kim Kardashian. And this is where she knew that she wanted to become a DJ because she loved attending music festivals. And that's where she learned the craft, and it led to her residency in Ibiza. I think she did it for like 7 years. And she said that forgetting Provo, which was the camp, what was it called? Boarding camp in Utah. She said that forgetting that was the most important thing for her survival. And so she was able to kind of escape into music festivals. And then eventually Reddit became a thing, and people were sharing their stories more about, their experiences at these types of boarding schools. And she said that that's when she knew she had or she wanted to do something, but she said initially she didn't because she had to protect her brand, and talking about trauma was just not part of her brand, which she says she has major guilt about, and she's carried that guilt as a result of it. But she knew that she just didn't want to hurt anybody or embarrass her family, which I kind of get, right? Like it would make her parents look bad. It kind of does. But now she's starting to feel trapped inside this character that she created. And so she's like, the only way to break free is to let the truth out. And so during the filming for her latest project, This Is Paris, which was the documentary that we saw about Provo, it was supposed to be an inside look at her life. And then she ended up opening up about Provo. And then that's when they pivoted the documentary to focus on Provo and her experience and, dismantling the Provo along with all the survivors. She said that the hardest part was talking to her mom about it on camera. Shouldn't that Kathy needed to process it in her own way. And sometimes, being hard and stoic is just how Kathy deals with things. But that Kathy eventually came around and supports Paris in closing down the school. But it is interesting though to see, because I remember watching that film and being like, Kathy did not come across well at all. And that's why she needed to join Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because she needed to kind of rehab her image. And that's when we got this like funky hunky dory character. But she said that filming with Kathy was hard because Kathy didn't realize that this was what the film was going to be about. And then once Paris opened up about it with her, and then Paris like seemingly blindsided her on the camera. So I guess Kathy was caught off guard. And so in the moment, she's like, she just remembers Kathy covering her face and then pulling herself together and like regaining her composure and then like having her stoic, Kathy Hilton face on. But she says now, though, having her mom by her side is the most comforting thing for her. And she's glad to have Kathy by her side. Then we get into chapter 21. And this is where she talks about Carter and how Carter got Paris to settle down from her wild festival ways. And apparently she also hung out with a lot of other people that Carter was hanging out with. So they kept kind of passing each other. Two ships sailing in the sea, sailing in the wind. What is it? Two ships sailing at night. She said God just didn't let her actually see him until she was ready to see him. And then when she saw him, it was game over. And she finally met him at random at a dinner party that Kathy Hilton's friend was hosting. And so Kathy's like, come with me to this dinner party. And Paris is like, they're always so boring. I'm like, I didn't want to go, but like, she's like, something in me just like needed a little family time. And so she's like, I decided to go. Kathy was totally expecting her to flake, but she didn't, which Paris admits was even a surprise to herself. And there she met Carter, and she said that Carter made some moves. And while they were chatting, he convinced her to give him her phone number because he knew that some people were going on a trip. And he knew some of the people that were going on a trip that she was scheduled to go on. And so he's like, oh, I'll make some connections. That way you're not like alone on this trip. And she was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. And she's like, but it was really just a trick to get my number, and really just a trick that I played along with to give him my number. And he also conveniently, because I believe it was his mother's dinner party, he also conveniently snagged a seat right next to hers at dinner, which she's like, cute. But they talked a lot about work. But she said that, while they were talking at dinner, all she could really think about was kissing him. And later, she did. She says that she always gets what she wants, and she was happy that she was able to get Carter in the end, just as she's used to. But she said that after that dinner, she ended up Googling the shit out of him. And then Kathy, her mom, was like, okay, but don't go to the city because then you're going to look desperate, and we don't want you to look like that. But she said she didn't care. She went straight into the city. She went straight into the city to see him, and she defied what Kathy wanted, and they continued to hit it off, and her walls just came crashing down quicker and quicker than she expected, at least. She says, and then the pandemic hit, and that's where they had a chance to really deepen their connection. And then the This Is Paris documentary came out, and it was super hard for her family to have that experience outed because they obviously had never really talked about it. They'd never really dealt with it behind the scenes. But the important thing, she says, is that it led to like positive change in legislation, which is what Paris is the most proud of. She said that this is the greatest work of her career. And then she filmed Paris in Love, which documented her wedding to Carter. And she's just very grateful for the life that she lives now, her hubby and her pups. And she has their cute little family. Shares about her dog, Diamond Baby, who ran off and essentially got dog nabbed by a con artist. And that was really hard for her. And they were trying to, squeeze money out of her. And then I didn't get the impression that she ever saved Diamond Baby. I think she like let Diamond Baby get like stolen by this con artist, and she didn't pay for Diamond Baby because she's like, if I pay for one, then I'm gonna have to pay for them, and they're gonna see my dogs as a target. And so I think she had to like cut her losses with Diamond Baby, and I was like, oof. And then she very quickly pivots into her baby boy Phoenix, and how this book is her way of sharing her real side, the real side of her and the real side of her story in a way. She's like, there's so many other pieces that were left out and so many other things that I wish I could have included, but this is the most important piece because it talked about me overcoming trauma. It talked about me finding my strength and how anyone can find strength in any situation. And that's where it wraps. I feel like I have a really crazy list with this Invisalign. If anybody, I'm told that the Invisalign is not supposed to last that long. Or not the Invisalign, the lisp from the Invisalign is not supposed to last that long. I just know people are going to hate it on the podcast. So maybe I'll record without the Invisalign in my mouth, but it is kind of hard to talk with it in. We'll write it out over the next couple of days and we'll see. And if I have to take my Invisalign out for tapings, then I'll take them out for tapings. Yes, I agree, Val. The documentary made them look really bad. I never finished Paris in Love. I mean, well, spoiler, she gets married in the end. So sorry to bust your bubble. That's really sad if she lost her dog. I believe she did lose her dog. Mel, that's correct. She says the name. Say my name, say my name when no one is around you. I don't hear a lisp. I mean, I hear it like a little bit of a lisp. but it's also because in the back of it, there's these, things to fix, like, my overbite, so I don't know, it's a whole thing. Invisalign's impressive these days. Shout out to Dr. Rosenthal, Dr. Gabe Rosenthal. He is hooking it up. We're gonna have nice teeth. Ah. I can't wait. You sound fine, not noticeable to us. Okay, well, thank you, Russ. I'm glad that it doesn't sound that bad. You sound good, Zach. If you hadn't told us, I wouldn't have known. Okay, good. I'm trying really hard to like over enunciate my words. So if no one else can really catch the lisp, then it's probably just my own whatever, my own inner critic. But that's the end of Paris, the memoir. He's asleep. Look at the little babies out. He's asleep. Oh, oh, depression. He's asleep. He's out. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry. It doesn't sound bad. I can't hear. Okay, good. If no one can hear it, then that's good. How long will it take, Zach? A few weeks. They said a couple days for the lisp to settle down, but in terms of the Invisalign, I need it for 10 months. So I'm gonna be wearing it, and I have different trays, and so every 2 weeks I switch out to the next tray. Yay, I caught a live. Hi, Love Brown. I'm glad you caught the live. Baby sleeping. Yes, he is sleeping. Oh, what a dog. He's a little baby. He's sleeping now. He's getting special privileges because of the Tuesday Night Live. Because normally he would be sleeping by himself in his little crate. Normally we go outside. We have outside time. We go for a walk. We go potty. Then we come inside. We do like a 5-minute cuddle until he falls asleep. And then I put him in his crate and then he's good. And he hangs out. He loves his crate. For everyone that was talking to me about, you already had nice teeth. Now they'll be perfect. Thank you, Jasmine. That's very sweet of you, Jasmine Lee. Everyone was like, "Crate train him, crate train him, crate train him," and I did, and surprisingly, he adjusted to his crate. Okay, so is he allowed in the bed? He's not allowed in the bed. He has not been in the bed. First of all, we're gonna potty train him first, but even then, I don't think we will allow him in the bed. He's gonna have his own bed. Right now, he has his own little room in his crate, and then he's gonna have his own big boy bed where he can lay in the bedroom, but he's gonna have his own bed. Zach, did you see they're premiering the docu-series about Brooke Shields' life? Seems crazy and something we could cover in the No Filter Zack Pack book club. Ooh, okay. I'll have to look into it. Oh, it's called Pretty Baby. That would be interesting, Brooke Shields. I know we still have to finish the Tori Spelling book, not storytelling, spelling it like it is. Yeah, we still have that one to finish. So next week we'll pick that one back up and we'll wrap that book up and then maybe we'll jump into the Brooke Shields thing. You are the best dog parent. Listen, this is my first time being a puppy parent. I'm learning so much and I'm Googling so much and I'm asking so many questions of all my friends. Having a doggy in downtown LA is challenging. How has he adopted to walking around in downtown? So he's still a baby. So we haven't gone walking the streets yet, but we have a dog park in our building and we have like a nice rooftop. I tried to take him to the dog park, but it was a little overwhelming for him with all the smells and all the things. And I was like, okay, this might be a little too much. So I take him to the roof where it's a little quieter, or a lot quieter actually. That way he has a little space to kind of walk. We'll go for little walks up and down and around and go potty outside. So, I don't think downtown is that challenging because there's so much walking around already, and, like, dogs and pets are welcome most places as long as they're trained, and so we're working on training, and pretty soon, he will be running up and down the streets with me, and we'll be all around town, we'll go for little walks, and we'll be having good times. Right now, he's just a baby. I created my puppy for 3 months and then let him sleep in the bed. He does really well in the crate when he has to be. It's a safe space for them. Yeah, he seems to really like his crate. I wanna jazz it up because the original crate that I got him, at the last minute, they're like, "Oh, yeah, by the way, it's not gonna arrive until May." And I'm like, "Okay, well, that's not what I need it now." He's, like, gonna be here now. And so the first night, he did not have a crate, and we had to wait for the crate to get there, and then we slept in the crate, and we learned, and he's been really good with his crate. I was very surprised at how well adjusted he was to his crate. Pretty soon, he'll be at the bars. Yes, he will. That's why you're a good doggy parent. You research, you ask questions, you're patient. I'm trying to be patient. Oh my god, this little bubby, this He is testing my patience, you guys. I'm like, oh my God, just go pee on the pee on the pad, pee on the pad, pee on the pad. We finally did potty outside, which was so good. But we've been learning how to use treats, and we've been buying all sorts of toys, and we've been working out all sorts of brand deals with all the best stuff. That's so cool that you have your own dog park. We do, but I'm hearing that the neighbors in our dog park don't love the dog park so much because it's just, I mean, it's a dog park. It's dirty. I mean, it's not dirty, but it's like it's a dog park because all the dogs come there. But it's actually really nice. He's a fabulous breed. You will really enjoy him. Thank you. Congratulations on becoming Dog Day. You're doing great. Listen, I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm doing the best that I can. My neighbors have been like seeing me around with him, and they're like, okay, or not. They've just been like really supportive and helpful and answered all my questions and given me so many bits of advice and tips. People at dog parks that get territorial. I haven't experienced that yet. I like rarely experience anybody else at the dog park. Puppies love that they have a blanket that smells like you in their crate. Yes, I've put a T-shirt in there that I've worn, just because he's still potty training, and so we're having to wash the blankets and the sheets very often right now. Labradoodle, yes, he's a Labradoodle. His daddy is half Doodle and half Golden Retriever, so his dad's a Golden Doodle, and then his mama is a full Labrador. So he's technically a Golden Labradoodle because he's got all three of them in him, but he looks most like a Golden Retriever / Labradoodle. He doesn't have much doodle in him. His little brothers have like curly hair, dark curly hair, but he looks just like his mama. I got it from my mama. And his mama belongs to my mama. So my mama got her puppy pregnant, or her puppy got pregnant by her friend's dog who came over to visit, who's a doodle, a golden doodle. And together they made these little babies. How big is he going to get? It says about 40 pounds, no more than 50 pounds. His daddy is pure platinum. We're both blondies. Wanna say hi, Sky? Say hi. You got slobber all over me. Okay. Look it, buddy. Say hi, baby. Say hi. Look it. Hi. 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 Say hi. You smell like puppy. The little baby. How does your puppy feel about Ariana's revenge dress? Oh, he likes it a lot. He wanted to pee all over Raquel and mark that territory because he's like, if she's going all around, then I'm sure she gonna love me too. He's like, my name may not be Tom, but I'm just as good as it. Better. What color is his collar? His collar is blue. Our color is blue. So he is very happy about Ariana's revenge dress. Ariana looked good. Sheena looked good. Lala looked incredible. And a lot of people didn't like Katie's look, but I actually loved Katie's look. I thought it was one of her better looks. I thought was it a great look overall? Maybe not the best of the night, but I think it looked great on her. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with your puppy. I am too, but it's a labor of love, let me tell you. He is a lot of work. A lot of work. We're going to have to take him out again in about 20 minutes. So we're going to have to wrap up. We've been live for 30 minutes. He just finished eating. We are in love with Skywalker now. Aw. Hi, Sky. Hi. Taking a little nap, and I'm about to wake his ass up in a little minute. Take him to go potty again. Burn out a little more energy because I want to sleep tonight, or at least try to. I have not slept since he got home. I'm tired. Please hit the tap the like button and show the puppy some love. Yes, Aaron. Guys, hit the like button. Show the puppy some love if you are enjoying this. Let me know what you thought of Paris the Memoir overall. I thought the book was good, but I also still am a little hesitant and reserved about whether or not it was a PR stunt to kind of rehab her image. Maybe there was some self-reflection, but like I said, she's asking for grace, so I gave her a little bit of grace, but no Frankie. Run him down to sleep. Good. Oh, yes. He met two of the other little pups that live next door to us, and they were playing, and they loved him so much. They were so into the baby, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Hi." But they were so good to him. They took care of him, and they wanted to play with him. They were, like, so infatuated by the baby, and the baby got to see them. Goober head dogs make the greatest beaded collars that would look so good on Sky. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at Goober head dogs. I just got a collar from Wild One, a collar and a new leash, and 'cause right now nothing matches because we just had to like order off of Amazon and order quick. Um, but we're getting all the good stuff that should be arriving soon. Lots of new toys. Gonna make sure he's all taken care of. Do you have pee pads around the house? He has a little section in the house, and that little section is where his crate is at and where his food is at. And yes, there are pee pads there. He's learned how to use the pee pads, but we really want to get him to go outside. So we're taking him out like every 90 minutes. We're like, all right, let's go for a walk. All right, let's go for a walk. All right, let's go for a walk. So I've been walking a lot. I have my Invisalign in, so I haven't eaten very much. So I'm pretty sure by the time our live show comes around to Philly, I'm gonna be looking snatched. Hi, Anabasta. Woo woo. Guys, if you haven't gotten your tickets to Philly yet, go to nofilterlive.com. I'm gonna be live April 27th in Philadelphia with the Brav Bros. I'm gonna be chilling with the Brav Bros. So head on over to nofilterlive.com, get your tickets to our show April 27th in Philly with me, Steel, Shooter. We got some pals coming out as well. So come and join us April 27th, City Winery, nofilterlive.com, and stay tuned because there may be a very special announcement coming next week. Are you excited for the announcements, guy? He is out. That's how I like it. I can get so much work done. Zach, it'll get easier once he gets a little older. I know. We're just gonna have to ride through the next couple weeks. And then eventually it's gonna be all smooth sailing. We just have to ride it out a little bit, huh, bud? Huh, bud? Okay, okay, okay. I wanted you to lay down in your crate, but you wanted to come see all the action. You're like, let me talk to the people. You wanted to talk to the people. Now you get to talk to the people. He's like, you're talking too much. I'm trying to sleep. He wanted to hang out. That's what happens when the kids want to hang out with the adults. Oh, now I need a cocktail. I don't have any cocktails. I really just want like some vodka with some ice. And even though it's a labor of love, he will more than return the love back to you. Oh, he already is so in love with me. He knows, like, he has trusted me with his life, which is just so precious. And I'm just like, oh my God, I don't even know if I trust me with my life, but we're getting there. All right, guys. Tomorrow morning, I will be live again with the Brav Bros at 12 p.m. Pacific. So I'm going to watch Jersey and make sure we're ready to recap Real Housewives of New Jersey with Steele and Shooter. And then there will be a new episode of the podcast dropping tomorrow as well. So stay tuned for that because there's lots of good tea to still be spilled. We're going to talk about the Gorga pizza stuff, the Gorga Pizza Gate, we'll get into on tomorrow's podcast because there's like so much happening with that now that it's been slipping out. All the details have been slipping out, and I've already got lots of feelings about it. So I'm exhausted. But we're gonna go on. What time is it? It's 6. Bedtime is at 9. So we have at least 2 more walks before bedtime, and hopefully one more big potty, and then lots of little pee breaks that we'll be breaking in. Pizzagate is fire. Pizzagate is wild. All right, but I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm live at 12 noon with the Brav Bros, Steel and Shooter, and probably Sky too. It looks like he's probably going to be live streaming with me for the next couple weeks, which I'm sure he's going to enjoy because he's going to get extra cuddles outside of our regular schedule. So he's going to love Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm watching Jersey now. Love Dolores' hair dark. Dolores looks great this season. I will say that. Dolores looks incredible. Great to see your new puppers. Have a great evening, y'all. Bye, Brian. Bye, Anna. Bye, Aaron. Bye, Endub. Bye, Ida. Bye, Mallory. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, Jenny. Bye, Anna. Bye, Val. Bye, 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 Jasmine Lee. All right, guys. Ciao for now. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Wait, where are we going? Where are we going? No, 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 no. Not on the couch. All right. I got to go. Bye, guys.